ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Welcome to this session on the subject corporate administration, and the chapter what we're discussing is corporate meeting, and this is going to be the last topic under the fourth chapter corporate meeting, which is known as requisites of a valid meeting. This is Chand Pasha here. The last topic under the fourth chapter is requisites of a valid meeting. Let us try to understand what are the essential requirements or requisites to conduct a valid meeting. The first one is proper authority. That is, to conduct a meeting, the first and foremost requirement is there shall be an proper authority. The authority to call a general meeting is the board of director of the company. The notice of the meeting should be issued under their authority. The secretary of the company has no authority to call a meeting unless the board resolves and authorize him to do so. Mean to say, whenever there is a meeting being conducted in the company, only the board of director has the authority to call for such meeting. Even the company secretary don't have the power or authority to call for the meeting unless he has been given the powers to do so. Next is the second essential requirement of a valid meeting is notice. Now, what is notice? Notice is a legal communication about the day, date, time and the venue of the meeting. Under the company law, there should be at least 21 days clear notice to be given to hold the meeting of the members of the company, whereas 7 days notice is required to hold for the meeting of board of directors. Notice to whom? That is, notice should be given to whom for conducting the meeting. That is, notice must be served to all the members of company, and notice must be given to every person entitled to share in consequences of a death or insolvency of a member. Notice to the auditor or auditors of the company. Next is the third requisite of a valid meeting is agenda. Agenda here refers to the business to be transacted in the meeting. Agenda gives the guidance and the information as to what business to be discussed in the meeting. It set out the chronological sequence in which the various items of the business shall be taken up in the meeting for discussions. The fourth requisite is place of meeting. Where shall be the meeting be conducted? The AGM is to be held in a by a public company, is at registered office or some other place in the same city where registered office is situated. However, the central government has the power to grant exemption for any company from this provision. A private company can hold its AGM at any one of the place if it has a fixed place of meeting by its article, or it has a fixed place of meeting by the resolution agreed by all the members. The next fifth requisite of a valid meeting is quorum. Quorum here refers to the minimum number of members to be present in the meeting in order to constitute a valid meeting. No meeting can be valid without a quorum. A resolution passed at the meeting without quorum shall be invalid. So quorum is to be fixed by the article of association, but unless the article provides for a large number, 5 persons personally present in case of a public company and 2 members personally present in case of a private company shall form the quorum of a meeting. Chairman. A general meeting of the company is to be presided over by a chairman who regulates and supervises the proper conduct of the business at the meeting. He decides all the incidental questions arises in the course of the proceeding of the meeting. Chairman should act as a bona fide and the best interest of the company as a whole. Next requisite of a valid meeting is proxy, where a member is not able to be personally attend the meeting, he can depute another person to attend the meeting on his behalf. The member is required to fill in a form giving the particular of his shareholding and of the proxy. Proxy forms are to be deposited with the company sufficiently in advance before the commencement of the meeting. Votings at the general meetings. Then the next requirement of a meeting is amendment and adjournment. So these are the 10 essential requisite to conduct a valid meeting, or a meeting will be valid only if the following 10 points are considered. Thank you for